So good day everyone, my name is Ursula Petito and I'm going to discuss the role of international organization in global governance. International organization, also called International Governmental Organization or IGOs, are institutions formed by at least three or more states with formal rules and structures. For example, is United Nations, World Trade Organization, World Bank, International Monetary Fund, or IMF. This organization regulate relation among states, sets of rules, and enforce cooperation. So the second slide is about the post-World War II growth. After World War II, the world saw a surge in international organization. This was due to need for peace, rebuilding economies, and preventing future global conflicts. In United Nations, ensure peace, security, and human rights. In World Bank, provide financial support for development and poverty reduction. And in WTO, regulates international trade to avoid disputes. IMF offers financial stability and assistance to countries facing economic crisis. For example, the IMF provided loans to countries during the 2008 global financial crisis. So, framework for cooperation. IGS provide a platform where states can work together without losing sovereignty. And in modified power politics, they reshape how countries interact, not just military power. And in no global superstate, they respect the independence of the nations. For example, the Paris Agreement on Climate Change in 2015 was facilitated by the UN Framework Convention on Climate Change, or UNFCCC. Slides about the growth of international organization. The increase of IGS reflect global independence. State now cooperate on power politics, so balancing influence of powerful states and economic crisis, global recessions and final crashes, and in human rights violation, genocides and refugee issues, and in development disparities, inequality between rich and poor countries, and environmental degradation, climate change, and pollution. So, for example, the World Health Organization played a central role during the COVID-19 pandemic, coordinating responses worldwide. So, power asymmetry. There's an unequal distribution of power in global governance. In Western powers like the US and EU dominate decision making. Developing nations seeks fairer and representation. Power imbalance creates inequality and tensions. For example, in the UN Security Council, only five permanent members like US, UK, France, Russia, China holds to veto power which developing nations criticize as unfair. So, next slide is beyond IGOs, other global governance actors. So, beside IGOs, other actors shape global governance. In national governments, states remain primary actors, and in non-governmental organizations, examples are Greenpeace, Amnesty, and International. In citizens' movements, grassroots campaigns like Fridays for Future or climate movement. In transnational corporation, for example, is Apple, Shell, Toyota, which influence global markets. And in global markets, interconnected economies across countries. So in short, international organizations are crucial in addressing global challenges, such as economic crisis, climate change, security threats, and human rights. By providing a cooperative framework, however, global governance is broader involving in many actors beyond IGS. Key elements in global governance. So, international organization brings structures. So, structures, rules, and institution. Example is the UN Charter. And illegitimacy is recognized authority in world affairs. And any continuity is persistent engagement with global issues. So, example, the UN Security Council has legitimacy to authorize peacekeeping missions. So the next slide is about the cooperative problem solving. IGOs help in solving global problems by identifying problems, for example, climate change and poverty, and in building consensus dialogues between states, and in mobilizing resources is a funding and expertise, and in implementing solutions is coordinate global action. For example, is the CONVAX initiative led by WHO, UNICEF, and Gavi mobilize vaccines for low-income countries. So the summary is international organizations are key players in global governance. They promote cooperation, peace, and problem solving. But global governance goes beyond IGOs, involving states, corporations, NGOs, and citizens. For example, is the global fight against climate change involves IGOs or UNFCCC, states or governments, NGOs or Greenpeace, corporations or renewable energy companies, and citizens movements.